The season is changing, spring is knocking on the door. Baseball's in full swing and people are trading their furry jackets for shorts and flip-flops. The weather is getting warmer, but not necessarily nicer. On Saturday, April 9th, severe thunderstorms broke out in eastern Nebraska and quickly moved across the river into Iowa. Once the storms reached Iowa, they exploded into a massive supercell and began to rotate rapidly. Tornadoes were imminent. On this day, I had the privilege of riding with a group of storm chasers from Denver. We tracked the intense storm from its origins in Monona County, Iowa. The storm rotated intensely as we watched it cross the Missouri River. At approximately 6:45 p.m., a debris cloud kicked up on the horizon. This would be the first of several tornadoes that night. Our group trekked alongside the storm as it crossed over the gentle hills of Iowa. At about 40 minutes later, we caught this large tornado rolling along. This tornado entered the town of Mapleton and destroyed 75% of the city. According to damage surveys, the tornado would be rated at an EF3 later that night. An EF3 level tornado carries wind speeds of 136 to 165 miles per hour. This particular tornado was on the ground for 3.5 miles and measured up to 3/4 of a mile at one point. No one died in the town of Mapleton, but several people reported minor injuries, the worst being a broken leg. We quickly left the Mapleton tornado as it was moving down the hills and out of view. We continued driving, relying on our mobile radar to give us a view of the storm. It was a cyclic supercell, meaning the storm would regenerate, or cycle, every so often. When the storm cycled, it gained strength, and another tornado was produced. As daylight slipped away, we knew we had to catch the tornado before it caught us, or any other towns in its wake. We did catch it, this time just outside of the small town of Arthur, Iowa. Here we witnessed something very rare, the full lifespan of a tornado. This twister lived for 10 minutes. Most tornadoes only last for 2 to 3 minutes. The storm cycled again, and we dove toward it at full speed. The storm continued to produce tornadoes, some of which caused damage to more rural areas of Monona County. A Sara Lee turkey farm was completely destroyed, and high-tension power poles were snapped and sheared in two. The storm cycled away from us, and our group came across a damaged farmstead. We cleared the road of debris and ventured up to the house. The family inside was okay, just shaken. Help soon arrived for them, and we continued down county roads, trying to track this dangerous storm. Finally, we quit our pursuit at around midnight and settled into a hotel in Fort Dodge, Iowa. As we headed home Sunday afternoon, we learned that one of the tornadoes we were chasing was wider than we previously thought. The National Weather Service Damage Survey Team measured a path of destruction from one of the nighttime twisters to be 2 to 3 miles wide. The current record for the widest tornado ever is 2.7 miles wide. One of these tornadoes in Iowa could break that record, and I am not surprised. This was a powerful storm, and I am lucky to have seen it. I'm also glad that no one was killed. The people of Iowa had plenty of time to seek shelter. Local citizens also displayed a great sense of community, of caring. They leapt into action after the storm passed, helping as many people as they could. It's comforting knowing that neighbors still help each other in times of disaster. As I mentioned before, this is the season for severe weather. Be aware of changing conditions. Lightning is a much bigger threat to the state of Colorado than tornadoes, but we still have our share of them. If you're caught outside during a severe thunderstorm, seek shelter immediately. If it's a lightning storm, don't use a phone and don't touch anything metal. The same applies if you're in a car. Roll up the windows and don't touch any metal surfaces. If there is a tornado, take cover immediately. Get into a basement or underground cellar. Cover yourself with a heavy mattress for extra protection. If you're out in the open, lay flat in a ditch and cover your head with your arms. Never, ever seek shelter in your car during a tornado. It can be tossed like a children's toy. Also, never seek shelter under an overpass. Contrary to popular belief, winds can flow faster going underneath an overpass, and this can suck people out. For more detailed safety plans for severe weather, please visit this featured link. If you stay aware, you stay alive. Thank you for watching this special feature on the recent tornadoes in Iowa. Stay tuned throughout the season for more severe weather reports. I am AJ Dome. Stay safe, Pueblo.